No matter how long you've been living with HIV, treatment can help when taken as prescribed. You can do this. The time to start or restart treatment could be today. Talk to your healthcare provider or visit helpstopthevirus.com to learn about the importance of staying engaged in HIV treatment.
Everyone, if they're lucky, has that one teacher. The teacher that sees you not just for who you are as a child, but who you will be. That teacher who truly understands you. And if you're even luckier, you'll have that teacher with you throughout your formative years. And I was lucky enough to have Gregory Behrman. And though my time with him was much too short, he has stayed with me throughout my life and inspired every bit of fundraising I've ever done for Broadway Cares. Greg was actually one of my preschool teachers. And I know, how could such a small child know that she had found someone who understood her? That was really who he was innately. His kindness and his empathy and his understanding of kids who were going through a hard time or kids that might be a little bit different really got me through a lot of tough times. He stayed close to me and my classmates all throughout elementary school. He made me feel like my life was going to be bigger than what I was going through at the time. And I don't know if I really would have made it through without his support and his understanding. So I was about 10 years old when he got sick. And though much of the early confusion and the catastrophic devastation of the beginning of the HIV/AIDS pandemic had led to some incredible medical breakthroughs, there was still a lot of stigma that was complicated to explain to a child. All we knew was that he was in the hospital, he was sick, and that we were not allowed to go see him. And then, just like that, he was gone. He was 31 years old. I still remember what I wore to his funeral. I remember speaking at his funeral, trying in any way that I could with my classmates to get across the impact that Greg had had on all of us. And nearly 30 years later, I am still trying to make him proud. So if you're lucky, you have that teacher. And I was one of the luckiest.
Seldom comes to see me, hardly ever calls. When he sends me letters, they're just 2-line scrawls. Isn't he something? Things he says out loud I wouldn't dare, or I'd have to hide. Skates along through life without a care or a shred of pride. But look at him glide. Isn't he something? See how he glides. He's having the time of his life, life filled to the brim. And I've had the time of my life, living through him. Some men have tender souls and worthy goals they keep fulfilling. Some men ignore the rules, are rogues and fools and thrilling. If he had the slightest sense of shame, it would be a shame. But isn't he shameless? See how he glides. Isn't he something? Carelessness and being free of care, aren't they the same? Some men live to be good, some men live to be bad, some men live just to sparkle. And doesn't he sparkle? See how he glows.